Okay. No, not right now. We're in the middle of grading a test. Go sit down. After reading a poem for Jumper, what is the main problem? So they're not just talking about the poem itself, are they? They're talking about this whole story. What is the main problem? Eric has to write a poem but doesn't want to. That sounds like a good answer. Is Eric being disobedient, not following his grandfather's instructions? No, that's not correct. Eric plays with Jumper instead of writing his poem? No. Is the main problem that his poem doesn't rhyme? No, because that's not a problem in poetry at all. So 13A, okay, he doesn't want to write a poem.
Is it okay if I not flip it over and I just write on the side?
As long as I can read, as long as it's done neatly. Everybody right now, check, make sure your name is at the top of your test corrections, because there are several without names.
Wait, no.
Sorry. I need your name. Initials are 2 letters, and I can easily scan over those and not see them. I need your name.
Because her initials is too.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 MMs.
Yeah.
But what I'm looking for is a name. So if you put your, my brain might not process it. As long as I can read it, darling. Okay, so we're on number 14, correct? We move back here. All right. After reading a poem for Jumper, think about Eric and his grandfather. Can you tell about their feelings for each other based on the information? What skill is this called? Does it say in there his grandfather loves him or his grandfather hates him? No. Read between the lines. What is that called? Inferring or inferencing, okay? So, can we infer that Eric and his father do not get along well? No. Can we infer that Eric doesn't want to spend time with his grandfather, so he declines the offer to go to the library? That's not it at all, because we notice here he says, I wish I could. So he does want to go, but remember that's an opposite word. He needs to get started on his homework. Okay, so that's not even it, because we know from that text evidence there, he says, I wish I could. Eric's grandfather cares for Eric and shows this by helping him work through a difficult assignment. I'd say that's pretty good. Eric's grandfather doesn't care about spending time with him, so he goes to the library alone. Well, he does go to the library alone, but is it because he doesn't care about spending time with him? No, not at all. Okay, so remember, if a statement is only half true, he does go to the library alone, but if it's half false, then it's 100% false. So that would be C. Okay, and I'm just going to put cares.
Imagine you wrote C and then
C and then cares.
Yeah. Just went C-A-R.
What, that's not how we count?
No.
Are you sure? Well, somebody started talking to me, so I start writing and somebody's talking to me and things just, okay. I'll tell you what, next time you guys write a paper, I'm going to sit there and talk the whole time while you're writing. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I won't do that to you. But I'm telling you, you wouldn't be able to focus and write real well, would you? Okay, what is the solution to Eric's problem in a poem for Jumper? So did he solve his problem like going to the library with his grandfather? What was that? Did he go to the library with his grandfather, guys? No. Okay, Eric wrote a poem after being encouraged by his grandfather?
Yes. I put it.
Okay, well, let's just look. It's very possible. Did Eric change his poem to make all the lines rhyme? No. Does Eric realize it's important to help his grandfather?
No.
Did he help his grandfather?
No.
No, his grandfather helped him. So it's got to be B.
Why didn't, instead of putting what's Eric's main conflict?
You could put conflict, yes. Wrote poem. Almost wrote problem.
15.
Okay, so he wrote the poem after being encouraged by his grandfather.
Now number 16.
Almost done. Delilah, we're doing reading test corrections. I'll show you the other ones here in a minute when we get done, okay? So find your paper from yesterday, please. Okay, which event belongs in the empty space below? Now, all of these are events in the story, aren't they? But we're talking about chronological order. You have to put them in order. So which one goes in between grandfather asking Eric to go to the library and Eric working on his poem? Grandfather thinks of ideas.
Yes.
His poem rhymed?
No.
No, that happened like right there, not at the end because he played with Jumper last. Grandfather comes home from the library?
No.
Nope, that one happens before it rhymes, right? And then Eric and his grandfather read the poem together. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's not, this is the end, but it would be in here too, same as when this poem rhymes, okay? So which one is the correct answer? A. Okay, think of ideas. Helps think of ideas.
Think of ideas.
Helps think of ideas. 4 words.
Think ideas.
Like I said, it helps me just in case you accidentally write the wrong letter, kind of like Miss Raymond wrote the wrong number.
Think.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What time?
Oh, it's almost 10:20.
Ideas.
Okay. What evidence from the text supports the theme, a change in mindset can lead to a success? So this is a theme. How did Eric feel at the beginning of the poem or the story?
He felt grumpy.
Grumpy. Is it easy to do things when you're grumpy or is it hard?
Easy.
It's sometimes things can be harder when you're grumpy. Okay. So mindset is the same thing as attitude. How did he feel at the end or like after his grandfather talked to him about the poem? So right here, okay. So his grandfather's laughs, he helps him come up with an idea. He tells him it doesn't always have to rhyme. Okay. And then how does he feel after his grandfather talks to him and after he writes the poem?
He feels good because he said, let's just have fun with it.
Let's just have fun with it. So he had a grumpy attitude. He changed his attitude to a good attitude. Okay. And then it led to what? Success. He was able to write that poem. So what evidence from the text support this theme? A change in mindset can lead to success. But I do like my dog a lot.
No.
Don't have anything to write about.
No.
Definitely. Did he change his mindset here? Did he change his attitude? Definitely not on B. Instead of thinking what you don't like about writing about a poem, let's just have fun with it. Does that show a change in mindset?
Yes.
Okay, let's read the last one just to make sure, but maybe that won't work because I can't think of a good word that rhymes with the word jumper. That does not show a change in mindset. A change in mindset is shown by C. We'll just put the letter C.